Hi, I'm Rick Green, and I want to know how to cure procrastination, specifically around tasks that feel overwhelming. Because often I would give up or feel so overwhelmed by a task that I'd never even start, and I couldn't figure out why. Until a few years ago. This simple secret combined with a second secret changed everything for me, and it led me to a third secret. Now, every book I own on productivity and procrastination and organizing says have a to-do list. And I'd make a to-do list first thing every morning, then start my day. Now, the experts say just have a few items on your list. But some days I'd have 15 items and get them all done, 15 to-dos. Another day I'd have 3 and only finish 1 or barely start it. Now, this doesn't work on everything. If you're procrastinating on whether to trust that letter from the Nigerian prince or start a new diet that involves eating only reptiles, procrastinating may be wise. And we procrastinate for a lot of different reasons. In fact, a few years ago, I worked with Dr. Ari Tuckman on a project that explored about probably 20 reasons we procrastinate and how to address each of them. And it turned into a series of great webinars. Perhaps one day a book. One day we keep putting it off because of other stuff, which I know is ironic and moronic, but it proves that sometimes we procrastinate around things that we really find interesting or exciting. And I know for Ari Tuckman, the thought of collaborating with me must have been pretty exciting. What? So what is this simple secret? Why did I do some of my to-dos and not do other to-dos? Why were some tasks never completed? Because they weren't to-dos or tasks. They were projects. Projects. Big difference. A to-do is something you can do, but a project is, for example, let's say my to-do list includes start exercising. Theoretically. Lots of good motivation. I'll sleep better stamina, improve kidney function, improve liver function, bone density, lower blood pressure, better heart, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin. Plus, by exercising, I will live long enough to see the inevitable space battle between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So exercise is a sensible, wise to-do, and it's one I've been meaning to do most of my adult life, and I have actually started many times. In fact, a few years ago, I started and stuck with it. I was doing great, going to the gym 3 times a week, quickly doubling my arm strength, my leg strength, and then, unfortunately, an exotic animal meat market in Wuhan shut down the world. Why didn't I continue exercising at home, you might ask? Because I asked. I put it on my to-do list every day, but starting to exercise at home is not a simple to-do, even though it was on my to-do list. Like make breakfast or eat breakfast or clean up after breakfast, 3 separate to-dos. But start an exercise program's 30 steps, finding the weights, finding the exercise band, clearing a space, finding my running shoes. And if the running shoes are worn out, the first step's going to be a trip to the sportswear store, but that's a dozen steps, starting with driving to the store. Searching for shoe stores near me, even firster finding my phone and checking. There we go. Okay. I can't believe the guy did that. Wow, that's a smart dog. Those Kardashians. Oh man, what an idiot. Oh, that's me. My point is, any task, appointment, job, to-do, chore, or errand may sound simple. Clean the car, that's 3 words. Buy groceries, 2 words. Vote, 1 word. But those actually involve numerous steps, any of which might be easy, but together become a specific sequence of separate to-dos. Exercising at home, that's a project. So this is the first secret. Don't confuse tasks and to-dos with projects. I did. I'd make a daily to-do list, as I say, actually using the Today I Will channel in our patron chat rooms. Call David, good, make the bed, make a new video. Wait, that one is about 80 steps. My daily to-do list was this jumble of simple to-dos and big projects. I suspect we all make this mental mistake. This morning I'm going to purge my wardrobe. Can you see why so many of your to-dos never become ta-das and they end up as to didn'ts? They're actually complex, multi-step endeavors. And the first to do is to figure out what to do first. There's no point in getting into the car to drive to the sports store to buy shoes for the gym until I find out where the nearest sports store is, or maybe even before that, ask some friends what's the best shoe, maybe even what's the best shoe store. So my simple, sensible goal to start to exercise starts as an exercise in prioritizing the steps, or even recognizing that it's many steps. And many of those steps have smaller steps. And that brings us to the second secret. The steps or to-dos have to be doable. They have to be actionable. Take a vacation? That's not an action. Sure it is. In fact, here I am walking on the beach. No, here you are walking on the beach. But what did you have to do to get there? Specific actions. I'm exaggerating a bit, but you get the idea. You've got to break it down into actions. Get in shape, see friends, call so-and-so. Got it. Friends. That brings us to the third secret. Focusing on actions isn't just for logistic heavy goals like going on vacation or moving across the country. It can help with upset, anxiety, depression, even with relationships. Let's say heal a rift with a friend, say your friend Anna May. What a wonderful goal, an admirable intention. But what is an action you can take? Simple. First, call Anna May. Great. Okay, first find my phone. Good. But then I don't have her number. Okay, so next first step, get her number. How? Call Simon. Simon is her brother. I get voicemail. Next step, leave a message. Next step, wait for, and so on. I find focusing on actions makes things so much easier. I mean, heal a relationship can feel intimidating and dramatic, whereas finding a phone number, a lot less intimidating. It's an action. If I take an action, I move forward. And yet, even now, knowing all this, I am surprised at how many good intentions remain just that, because I haven't recognized they aren't actionable. Tidy the house. Yeah, okay. I don't just pick up the dirty towels. That's one thing I can do. And. In fact, a child could do that, which is why this is such a great way to help kids. And that's a kind of bonus secret. Giving them clear, doable, distinct actions. Tell your 6-year-old, tidy up your room so it looks nice. Well, they already think it looks nice with 17 stuffed kitties, heaps of Duplo blocks, and open jars of finger paint. Everything's handy. Whereas, can you put the big blocks in the bucket? Doable. Good job. Can you take all the small blocks and put them in the bucket? Great job. To sum it up, finally, whether you're a parent, a manager, trainer, supervisor, teacher, or you just like bossing people around, when you make requests, make them actionable. Whenever I'm stalled over a task that feels amorphous, I recognize it's because I haven't made it actionable. No wonder I don't take action. Speaking of relationships, my wife is ordering pizza. So now, step 1, my next to-do, my next task is to go pick it up. Okay, no, first it's to find the keys and then my coat. And then, first it's to wrap this up. Okay, so remember, if you are struggling to do something, maybe you haven't made it doable. Make it doable. Make it actionable. And thanks to our patrons whose actions ensure that these videos are doable and they get done. And of course, they allow us to host webinars and to have our patron chat rooms that are always up and humming. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm Rick. Please share, like, comment, all of those. Actionable.